television, magazines, bus benches, cereal boxes, even in your own homes, it feels like there is always pressure. Whoever you are, wherever you are, there is always pressure in some form or fashion to fit in. For example, the popular girl might feel like she needs to be 5 pounds to fit in. With all the pressure that adolescents are receiving from TV shows like The Hills, where all girls look like models, adolescents, but mainly teenage girls, feel like they must do whatever it takes to achieve their own ideal body image. Everywhere we turn, whether it's commercial or ads in the newspaper, there is an ideal way to look, and people feel like if they do not have the so-called ideal, then they are fat. What is ideal exactly? When I looked up the word ideal on dictionary.com, it said, a concept of something in its perfection. Under the same word, though, it was also defined as something that only exists in the imagination. A man named Pierre Vilayat-Khan once said, "A perfect human being, man in search of his ideal of perfection. Although it is true that we must shoot for the stars, it is never true that we must obtain success and happiness by feeling sorry for ourselves and causing ourselves physical harm because of it." The pressure being put on adolescent girls nowadays is overbearing, and we cannot just stand idly by and watch these girls throw their lives away. With this, I strongly believe that the media is putting too much pressure on adolescent girls, which is directly causing eating disorder cases in our society. Turn on MTV, or look at the latest issue of Vogue magazine, and you will see them. A gorgeous, tan, ridiculously thin model, and almost always the first thing a girl thinks when she sees this is, "Man, I wish I looked like her." When a teenage girl, self-conscious enough as it is with her body, sees someone on TV that they wish they looked like, some will go to all lengths to have this perfect body image, leading up to our main issue, eating disorders. Bulimia, anorexia, whatever it may be, it is caused by girls feeling like they do not fit the standard of today. Who sets this standard, you ask? I feel that the entertainment media and the pressure they put on young girls is to blame for eating disorder cases in our society, and I feel that this must be stopped. Dictionary.com defines the word media as the means of communication, as radio and television, newspaper and magazines that reach or influence people widely. As I previously stated, this is affecting girls mostly around the middle school and high school age level. In fact, 95% of people suffering from eating disorders are between the ages of 12 and 25. When I asked a student, Danielle Deegan, why she felt this issue was so urgent among teenage girls, she claimed, "They are all trying to be their image of perfect in order to fit in." Even though in real life no one looks like this, girls feel like if they do not, then they are not pretty. My argument is that when girls see what is defined as perfection in the public media, they feel as though they must look that way or they will never be attractive, and I feel that we must take a stand and stop this. As I previously stated, I feel that the entertainment media is putting too much pressure on girls today, and that is the main cause for eating disorders. It has been proven by the South Carolina Department of Mental Health that anorexia is the third most chronic illness among adolescents. To begin, in 1995, the National Institute on Media and the Family reported that the majority of about 550 adolescent girls were unhappy with their weight or shape. 70% of that said it was from seeing this ideal body image in the media, and over 45% said that that made them want to lose weight. No longer is it about self-control, but when this ideal is shown, girls do not just want to look like this, they need to. Even though, as written in the New York Times, most fashion models are thinner than 98% of American women. In addition to this, surveys show that information from the media is the primary source in relating to health issues. For example, the National Association of Social Workers claimed that a study of mass media magazines showed that women's magazines had 10.5 times more articles advertising weight loss than men's. The one problem we have here is that many people believe that the media cannot be the main cause for eating disorders, and we cannot blame them for this overall effect. It has in fact been proven that they do arise from personal, family, and genetic factors, along with life experiences adding up to an original low self-esteem. While these are certainly all factors, they would not add up without the pressure that is being added to them. If there was no ideal, then people would not know any different from their genetics, and would look and feel, maybe not fine, but not bad enough to have an eating disorder. My main point is that yes, these factors do all contribute, but they would not be the true cause of eating disorders without the additional pressure from the media. Although my argument discusses how the media is affecting teenage and adolescent girls, I must now get to the root of this issue: Barbie. The media is targeting kids at what could be as young as 5 years old, and from then on, who knows what is going on in their heads about their ideals. Barbie is the perfect girl. She's tall, skinny, tan, blonde hair, basically everything a girl wants to be. And when you're a kid, your doll is your role model. Kids do not know any better. They want to look just like these dolls, but they do not know what it will do to them. Even though creator Ruth Handler's original intent on creating the doll was for kids to see Barbie as a fashion icon, she did not realize that Barbie's real-life measurements were 36, 18, 38, something almost impossible. As a matter of fact, on teenbeautytips.com, it stated that the average American woman is 5 foot, 4 inches tall, and weighs 140 pounds. Well, if the Barbie were a real human being, she would be 5 feet, 11 inches tall, and weigh 117 pounds. Also, researchers claim that fewer than 1 out of 100,000 women look like Barbie in real life. As many of you know, if you spend enough time with something or someone, it will have a direct influence on the way you act, think, and maybe just even want to look. For example, how many of you, when you were around the same friend for a really long time, feel like you were starting to become them? Well, it's no different with this doll. Because Barbie cannot speak or think, kids take what they see from her appearance, and begin to question themselves, because most young children do not look like that. One example of this is when a woman, Cindy Jackson, felt that she must do whatever it takes to look like this inanimate object. From the day she got the Barbie, age 6, until she actually accomplished this, Jackson spent $555,000 on plastic surgery with 20 operations. The second example of this is in 1965 when Slumber Party Barbie was released. And unlike most dolls that came with a fun travel kit, this one came with a scale, set only to 110 pounds, and a how to lose weight book inside of it, and direct from the book advice that said, don't eat. On the other hand, the Ken doll, the male equivalent to Barbie, came with milk and cookies, sending a completely different message. In addition, Helga Dittman, reader in psychology at Sussex University, stated that studies have been proven that Barbie's unrealistic body image makes girls feel unhappy with their body size and feel the need to change it. In a study reported by researchers at Sussex University and the University of the West of England, were comparing a number of different images, including Barbie and M. This isn't really M, but it was like that. It looked a newer, more ideal doll. Kids were asked to pick what represented their actual body image, their ideal body image, and their ideal body shape as an adult. The people analyzed the shape the girls thought they had and the shape the girls desired. The results showed that kids ages 5 to 6 were unhappy with their weight or shape after seeing these pictures, and ages 6 to 7 felt the same way, but even stronger. To sum up, this proves that Barbie, although began with good intentions, is causing serious problems with the youth of today and their body image issues. One of the main issues I feel relating to eating disorders is that when a girl sees this ideal body image in the media, they relate it to popularity, which is another reason these girls strive to look like them. Popularity is defined as the quality or state of being widely admired, accepted, or sought after. Since a great number of these girls on television look the way they do, through extensive surgery and bad eating habits, they feel that to look that way, they must